Hello and welcome. In today's video, I tested a bunch of money making methods that give you either low XP or no XP at all. I'm not gonna go too in depth into all of them, but I'll explain them briefly. First, I'd like to say that all of the testing was done with 58 agility, and I actually didn't do like a full hour of all of these methods, but I tried to make the tests in a way where I start at the bank at full run energy, and then when I end at the bank, I have full run energy again. So just to simulate the running and walking thing. The first thing I tried was filling vials in Ardoin. Basically, you just buy the vials from the shop and you fill them nearby at the manor yard, and that's it. Then we tried red spider eggs at Edgeville Dungeon. You just go near the monkey bars, collect them, and bank. Eye of Nudes, buying Eye of Nudes from Port Sarim. So you just run from Draenor to the rune shop, buy them, and bank. Collecting white berries in the wilderness. They are located in the Red Dragon Island. Was actually kind of surprised at how fast they spawn. You can basically just run from the one spawn to the next and they just spawn instantly. Collecting Snape grass in Falador or at the crafting guild with the Falador teleport. Making bowstrings at the Grand Tree. Not entirely sure if it's a lot better than Sears Village, but I've heard it's like a little bit better. Making arrow shafts, so cutting normal trees and making them into shafts. Mining rune essence at the Wizard Guild. And I also added some numbers for running nature runes, but I'm not 100% on this since I haven't done it myself. But I feel like it's a good comparison to the other low or no XP methods. Anyways, here's the data. So as you can see on the top, there is the item in question, the profit per hour calculation, some nodes slash XP rates. And I also added like an effort score. That's basically how annoying it is for me personally to do this, with 5 being very annoying, so bowstrings, and 1 being not that annoying. So Eye of Newt, Snape Grass, Rune Mining Rune Essence as well. It's really subjective, but I thought it would be a nice addition. These are not in any order, by the way. Not in like the best to worst or anything. I just put them in randomly. But yeah, first one is Walls of Water with 280k GP per hour. You get almost 1k of these an hour. Red Spider Eggs at 190k and around 230k if you use Glories. Same with Eye of Newts. They're around 140k and 240k if you use Glories. So it's not quite double for Eye of Newts, but it's pretty close. You lose one egg or eye if you use a Glory for inventory. And it's not like instant teleport to the bank, but it's almost that. With eggs, you don't save as much time as you do with the eyes, so it's not as good for them, but it's still worth using if you have them. White berries at 235k an hour, but there are no buy orders right now, and it's a bit annoying since one of the dragons keeps attacking you. I don't know if there's like a way to trap it somehow, but it always aggroed me and I needed like 5 salmon with me. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this right now since no one's buying them unless you need them yourself. Snape grass at 160k an hour with Falador teleport, and that's with law runes deducted, or it's maybe a little bit less than 160, but pretty much up there. Bowstrings at 150k an hour. This one I'm not so sure about. I feel like I should have maybe tested more, but it seemed pretty feasible, and I've heard upwards of 500 an hour, so it could be even higher if you're better at making bowstrings than me, I guess. And it's also at this base 6k crafting XP an hour. Arrow shafts were 170k an hour, 15,000 wood cutting experience, and 4.5k fletching experience an hour. And I did it at the Cat Quest house, so just a bit west of Warrock. And Rune Essence was 170k GP an hour with 5.8k mining XP an hour. This was at Wizard Guild though, so you would need 66 mage to do this. I believe you can get maybe like 900 in Warrock. So it would still be pretty good GP per hour, even if you're not at 66 mage. Just a bit faster here. You could probably also buy some of the runes while you do this. I do believe there are a lot of people hopping the rune shop though, so I don't know if it would be worth it. And I asked multiple people, and they all said you can get around 500 nuts an hour by running them with the normal shop method. So I added that as well at 185k an hour. So most of these actually lose to nature running, which I didn't add an effort score since I haven't tried it, but it seems quite chill. It would probably be a 1 or a 2, depending on how annoying it is to trade people, like if there's a long line of runners and everything. Yeah, I think that's about everything. Let me know if I missed a good method or if the data is like glaringly bad. I doubt it is. It should be pretty accurate, but I'm always interested to hear opinions. Anyways, thanks for watching. Keep tuned for more videos and subscribe if you haven't already.